jumped and gone to another station because we still have the heat here for you. Right here on the Drive Tempo at the highest level. You know how guys. How you guys feeling? It's your boy Ethan the ones and two. Silly Petegate right here on the Hub for Creative Media. This is the Drive Tempo right here. How are you? So guys, as I had promised, we have a beautiful guest right here with us. The wonderful, the great, the phenomenal Barikena, the greatest PhD. How you doing, love?
Hi, I'm loving the intro. I think it's a little bit too much.
Barry, we set the tempo high BPM. It's I'm gonna go 18 or right. So I go 120. How you doing? So yeah, guys. For the listeners at home, right now we're gonna dive deep into this. The beautiful Miss the greatest PhD.
Mm-hmm.
How are you?
I'm good, man. First and foremost, just thanking God for me being here. It's not everybody who has made it to today, but He saw it fit to keep me alive and keep slaying.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah.
Now, for the listener who doesn't know you, in the great words of the Black Panther himself, when he asked, what's his name? The villain of Black Panther 1, I forgot. Bari Ngubani, who are you? Who is the greatest PhD?
The greatest PhD is a 26-year-old girl from Samani, some of the small villages in Kalahadi, from a well-raised background, Eshapo. My mom and my dad have always been there for me. My official names is therefore Podiso Motobiso, okay?
Beautiful.
And I did my tertiary here, which is kind of cool that I'm back here again in UB. Memories are just coming back. I'm reminded of when, I was with my lectures.
Yeah.
And I've always been a good child, I'd like to believe, because I was doing well in school. Mm-hmm. Even now, I'm just that obedient little girl. I keep performing my mom because I'm 26 and thinking, I'm just humble, man. That is who I am. And the people that are around me, I like to choose wisely because my energy is really unmatched. So no negative vibes. And then, the music journey, I think it's just God. God gave it to me. Because look at again, I was just in the choir singing. And then even now, here I am doing my thing.
Beautiful. So would you say that singing in the choir like that is what inspired you to pursue your music career?
I'd like to believe so, because when the main choir was performing, I saw myself performing in that space. Kurigili, part of the main choir, because I was from a youth choir. So whenever the main choir is performing, I got goosebumps and wanted to see myself on that stage. Mm-hmm. So I went and pursued that. And I think also being exposed to music, hip-hop, because I have brothers at home. It's me who's the only girl child. So I grew up listening to a lot of 50, Eminem, and that really, I wanted to see myself doing that. So yeah.
Crazy. Now, because I feel like our stories are kind of similar. What introduced me even to the radio space was my older brother, AJ on radio. For those who know him, he was a presenter at Yarn FM for quite a while. So when it comes down to how I got into the whole music scene and the whole music space, he made me listen to Kendrick's How to Pimp a Butterfly at the time.
Yeah.
I was still absorbing as much as I could in terms of music and from whoever and whatever I could listen to. Because I remember right after that, I think I had an EDM phase where I was listening to Skrillex and them. So I get what you're saying. And tell us, in as much as I get that that's where your inspiration came from, I'm really curious. There's something that's been on my mind for the longest time. Where does the greatest PhD come from? It's a really peculiar name. And tell us, where do you get it?
Okay, guys, let's clear the air. I didn't do PhD at school, okay?
Okay.
So the PhD, I went to tertiary and did my PhD, guys? PhD is for my middle name, Podiso. So I just took that PhD and put it there. Mm-hmm. And then the greatest is because, like I said, I'm a good girl, and that's what's up. I put the greatest there. Yeah.
Nah, beautiful, beautiful. And let's talk like your music style and like your creative process. I realize you brought out a couple of projects over the past about 4 or 5 years. Tell us about your creative style. What is your music style, if anything? If you were to define it, how would you define it?
I think my music is not too much of flashy and just being in people's faces like I have money, I got this. No. I think I'd like to say it's a little bit conscious, if I may put it. Because for me, it's like I said, I didn't grow up to listening to female rappers, so I can't relate when they talk about, their body parts and how, what, this, that. I really cannot relate. I grew up listening to a lot of male artists, and I take my rap from that perspective, so it's a little bit conscious, if I may say.
No, no. Speaking of which, because that I feel like that's how you describe your sound. I've listened to a couple of your tracks, Babana, and it's what influences or shapes it. But let's go deeper into that. Like, if you're to list the amount of inspirations you have, right? Looking at your hip hop background, who would you say has been the most influential artist on like your style?
Eminem. Eminem, dog. The way he delivers the rhyme and even his speed of rapping, I think that's what you can tell from most of my songs. I'm a little bit fast paced whenever I rap.
Yeah.
And the lyrics as well. I try as much to match, not copy, but I'm inspired by Eminem. But on my past EP, of if not official or fresh start, I was inspired by the late AKA. Yeah, may his soul rest in peace.
And speaking of like your past catalog and what you have, could you walk us through like maybe the creative process of like your favorite track? What is your favorite track amongst the songs that you've actually dropped for us?
My favorite track is Me and You.
Ah.
It's a track where I'm saying, even if I'm down on my feet, I'm not feeling good, I know God has my back. Literally, that's what the song is about. I can never lose if it's me and you, God. Yeah.
What inspired that? Like, take us through the process of writing that actual song and like bringing it to terms. Who produced it actually? I'm curious.
So this song is from my 2023 EP, which was nominated for the BOMU Awards.
Yeah, I remember the nomination. Yeah.
For Best Hip Hop. It was produced and engineered by Fella on the beat.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, I'm from a Christian family and God is the center of my everything. So even on that song, it's just who I am. I wasn't using God for that song alone. You can tell even throughout the songs I'm giving credit where it's due. I'm just like that.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And before we go for a music break, I'd like people at home to just go through her catalog and like pick your favorite song and post about it, and so you see her say. And on that note, I'm gonna give you guys a wonderful double play featuring herself, the greatest PhD. These are songs right from her. It's gonna be Like Me, or like, is it Like Me Ego? Or
Yeah, like Me Ego.
Like Me Ego.
How you toiling with my heart in the open? Yeah, I just want peace and I make it mine. Don't look at the time, it'll make you blind. Needed to reflect to regain my shine. Now both wrists feel free from the chains you tied. Now I done left the coupe like a Corvette, you tight like corsets. Concept is cut the bull like Jordan. I came with open arms from the jump, yet this is what the chorus says. You won't find nobody like me. You want some action, you made your move. She don't got a body like me. No matter, you're destined for what you choose. Breaking your ego, leaving you low, you're bruised. Breaking your ego, good that you know you lose. Temper, you know I got a temper. When it comes to lies and I don't get it effed up. Without a question, he's over the
Still awesome. I'm awesome.
Yeah, beautiful. So, before we left, right, I asked the question, how you had to walk us through your creative process, like for your favorite track. Then I want to ask, even though you appeal to a certain niche, right, how do you balance your artistry to while still appealing to a wider audience, to the people who are bigger fans of Cesar and your heroes and them. Like, how do you appeal to the bigger audience? How do you balance staying true to the artistry?
I think you just said it, staying true to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Because I could easily try and mimic or imitate another artist who's like at their peak simply because I want to be known.
Yeah.
But I'm doing me, and people, I think they can tell. Even though sometimes they come and at me in the comment section and say, I sound like Cardi, I'm a Cardi B wannabe. It's kind of crazy because when I decided to be a musical artist, I didn't even consider Cardi B as my role model. And when people talk like that to you, it makes you want to change your sound or the way you're doing. But thankfully, because I have people around me who are supportive, whenever I tell them these things, they're just telling me, stay true to yourself. Do what you're doing.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And what would you say is that one moment that you realize, oh no, guys, I'm actually on the map now. I'm actually a recording artist.
Man, I think just being nominated and having my songs playing on radio, that sank, and then I was like, really, this is me, I'm doing this.
Because I understand the feeling, because your come up, or according to if I'm calculating properly, you came out during the SoundCloud era. You understand? Where a lot of people are now being discovered on platforms like SoundCloud and things like that. So understanding that now you're bigger than just SoundCloud, you're now an international act. It's kind of a thing that we tend to fail to appreciate.
Yeah.
You understand? So a few questions. All right, what do you think sets you apart from other artists in this industry?
Damn.
Like, what makes the greatest PhD the greatest PhD?
It's authenticity, bruh. I'm not trying to imitate anyone. I know people say, yeah, that's like a cliche. Everybody's saying they're like true to themselves. But that is really the truth. I'm authentic like that. My realness is what separates me from people. Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful. Because honestly, it's wonderful to see such authenticity. So wow, almost bit my tongue there. But yeah, it's great to see such authenticity. Authenticity.
Yeah.
Coming from our local artists, especially the likes of you, Awana. And we're gonna go into an interesting segment that I really enjoy. Rapid fire. All right. What's gonna happen is I'm gonna ask you a couple of questions, and you have to answer them immediately. You don't have to think too much about them. You understand?
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. If Your Life Was a Song, what would the title be?
Look at me, Mom. I can fly.
Interesting. I'm curious why.
Because really, I am flying right now. And she's just, witnessing her hard work. Because my mom does everything for me. I'm sorry to say this, but people think when your parents support you, you have to be shy and be ashamed of it. No, my mom supports my music.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
No, beautiful, beautiful. I love that. I love supportive parents. Guys.
Yeah.
We only hear because of them. And our next question would be, who are your top 10? Who are your top 10 artists? Let's go.
Travis Scott.
Okay.
AKA Drummer Boy.
Mm-hmm.
Jasonyana is on the list.
Okay.
And I'd have One Take.
Mm-hmm.
Who? What's the list? Where am I right now? 6?
You're sitting at 5.
5.
Mm-hmm.
MT.
Okay.
Kendrick.
Okay.
Dog.
3 more to go.
Oh.
3 more.
Who am I listening to in B-Dub? Who am I listening to? Yeah, Current is Fire. Yeah. Oh, damn. My list just went over my head, dog. 2 more to go?
2 more to go.
Who am I putting on the... Did I put Wayne?
No.
Yeah, Wayne. And then... Oh, I don't know, man. My list just went off my head. Yeah.
Now, to the other fans that are listening out there, this one is for you. All right. What is your favorite food? Bless on you in 2 seconds. That was a surprise.
KFC dunked wings.
You can never go wrong with those ones, guys. Honestly, you know that those are comfort meals. So for those listeners at home, when you feel like, no, I'm enjoying the drive tempo a bit too much, just romance. Just send it my way. You know how it be, guys. So yeah, now, guys. Now on a more serious note, like, what piece of advice would you give to someone who is just starting their journey as an artist? Now, looking at the fact that you started by actually finishing your degree first,
Mm-hmm.
and then going into the music industry, right? That's a different perspective that we don't normally get.
Yeah.
People tend to just go into the music straight off the bat. Talk to us. What do you have for us?
Okay, education is important, guys. If you have the chance to study, the government has sponsored you, use it wisely, because when your music fails, right, you can always have something to sponsor your music with or continue life with. So the reason why I went to school was because of, if my music doesn't take me where I want, I can always apply for a job. That's like a plan B. So don't take it for granted. And to aspiring artists, guys, nobody in the industry owes you anything. It's a hard pill to swallow, but that's the truth. Don't think like because you are dope in your head, now everybody has to go around, calling you for interviews and doing this. No. Do it yourself. Let your work speak for yourself enough that you're being called to these things that you want to be called to. That's the only thing I can do. Take away pride. Pride doesn't give back anything. Yeah.
Beautiful, 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 beautiful. And the last question would be, what give me three things, right, that your fans wouldn't normally know about you.
That I like to keep to myself. When things don't go well, I just shut the doors, close, and I just want to be alone. And the other one is that, what can I say? I'm actually like a content creator, like behind the scenes. I just want to be there, but I'm shy to put myself out there,
Okay.
which I think my fans want to see, like a little bit more of my personal life and
You
stuff.
want your content.
So I'm shy, but I love content. Do you get me?
I understand. It took me a while also.
Yeah.
I remember the difference between my first post on YouTube and my second one is about 4 or 5 months. And the first one, I didn't even edit it. I just shot
Yeah.
and put it out there.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. So I do understand where you're coming from. So, guys, you heard. Hati, she keeps to herself. She loves content, but she's shy.
Then the last one is, I'm not signed to Fela the Beat.
Uh-huh.
People think I'm signed to Fela the Beat. No, I'm just an artist
You're an
who
independent
works with
artist.
Fela.
No,
Yeah.
beautiful, 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 beautiful. No, I would love that. We'd love to see that. Those collaborations. I was actually mentioning to her behind the scenes. But the collaborations that are actually there between these artists, especially locally, is kind of, it's insane, and you really love to see it.
Yeah.
So on that note, before we go into my favorite segment of the dusted part of the show, right? Before we go into the freestyle, I'm gonna give you a wonderful double play. That is Bad Girl, produced by Current and engineered by Fella, by the greatest PhD herself. Then True to Self by the greatest PhD. So let's go.